Okay, let us begin with the cell phone companies that you are aware of. We are referring to the service providers, not the companies that make the handsets. There is no need to think of only the service you use. It doesn't matter how or where you may have heard of them. Just go ahead and say out loud some of the names of the cell phone service providers that you guys are aware of.
Verizon, I know AT&T, Sprint, anyone else comes in?
Boost.
Boost or no?
Yeah. Since they just resell someone else's, it's still in existence.
So we
And
said,
this is just in the United States, right?
anything,
Like Virgin Mobile.
so Virgin Mobile, you have Verizon, Sprint, AT&T. Anything else?
Volcom, I know it's in Europe.
Yeah. Anything else you guys can think of?
Singular, and then we still have.
Okay. Have you guys ever heard of T-Mobile?
Yes.
You guys heard of T-Mobile? Okay. All right, so let's look at some of these companies that you guys have talked about. So when you think of Sprint, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Old.
Old?
The yellow.
Okay.
First thing about walkie-talkies. Bought out next time.
I don't know, it's about anything else you guys think? Anything is true?
There was little booths in the wall. That's probably the there's in the store that people disappear to harassing. Just walk back to the
They have 2 stores in the mall. I think they might have 3.
Yeah, they have
They have
three. I screw around with them all the time.
ridiculous number of stores for no reason.
I have Sprint, and I think it's good. I mean, everybody else has their opinion, but I mean, I get good service. Like, I go boating a lot in the summer, and I always have service on the lake, and my friends with Verizon and stuff never had service. So, I mean, it really depends on where you are, I'm sure, but you do get good service. I think they hop off a lot of Verizon towers.
Okay.
But yeah, it did evolve from like Nextel, which is like Ghetto or whatever.
Gotcha. So when you guys mentioned AT&T, what you guys think of AT&T? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I mean, the big shiny game, the AT&T was like leading, and the Verizon's pretty much everything on top.
So in other words, competing with Verizon. Okay.
Yeah, like top line competition.
Okay.
I feel like they try really hard, but they're always taking shots at Verizon. Verizon will definitely like too. Because they're more better than AT&T, but they're always trying to like get people to switch from Verizon.
I know nothing about AT&T. Maybe it's just where I come from that nobody has any AT&T, but I know nothing about AT&T.
I could be wrong, but I think since they merged with AT&T, it's like they're like a really big company. I think AT&T was landline, so I think in comparison, AT&T is like bigger than Verizon, but not like cell phone lines that are like the same. But
Yeah, they got more going on at this point.
They had an iPhone first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
What did you say?
They had an iPhone first.
Yeah.
They're doing some basic phones.
You want to do mine?
Do they get good coverage? I don't know.
Coverage.
Yeah.
I think
Somebody here have it.
That was
There you are.
that was my first carrier, like my first cell phone ever. I had AT&T, and the reason I switched to Verizon was because like my parents' house was in the Boondocks, and I like couldn't get cell service like in the kitchen, in the basement, like random spots.
That's like how my house is, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
so,
like, we're Verizon, we're near Verizon, I can't get my AT&T service, and it's annoying, but,
Buy two phones.
yeah.
All right, you guys said Verizon. Should be a lot of participation on this. What do you guys think of this first thing came to mind?
No SIM cards.
What's in
Can't
the
see it
cards?
on
Okay.
And I look at that as kind of like a downfall, kind of, because I like when AT&T, I can just like give you a phone and just put anything in there,
Bottom
and I don't,
sponsorship.
right, I don't like miss anything like contacts,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, it's got all sorts of backup systems and stuff like that. I think the best carrier though, as far as service goes, like, I don't know, my experience with them, haven't had a negative experience with them yet.
So there's no SIM cards, could be a downfall, best carrier of the service, anything else comes to mind?
Those ridiculous commercials where you keep walking around and just go, can you hear me now?
Oh,
It's terrible.
I don't know. Good
it.
job.
Yeah, it was good marketing, but so they stopped.
I feel like they're definitely number one in the industry though. I feel like more people have Verizon than other ones.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like America, the first cell provider that people think of is probably Verizon.
Okay, is that it? Anything else you want to share? Okay, no, I had mentioned T-Mobile, you guys said you had heard that. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear T-Mobile?
Affordable. I feel like the target, like maybe a lower income.
Yeah, it's like under AT&T and Verizon, I would say. Like on the market right under them.
Okay, kind of right on level like that?
Yeah. Start around.
I think they have cool phones that Verizon
Yeah,
needs
the
to
sidekick,
yeah. I mean, I don't think it's good, but
I have no idea.
they have different phones than other
I had
carriers.
this sidekick in like 7th or 8th grade, and I think that was like the first like multimedia phone. Like you go online and stuff, which was crazy. That was so long ago.
So it was like the best thing back then.
Look at it now, that thing's a brick. But yeah, I think they did well starting off. Good innovation.
Yeah, I feel like those other companies though, like T-Mobile and Sprint, AT&T, like they know they have a lot to compete with as far as the range of service that Verizon has, so they try to offer like cooler phones and stuff like that.
That's the trade, yeah.
So offer cooler phones relative to the competition.
Just to compensate for like
It's a less
lack,
service.
lack of coverage.
Okay, so that takes care of the second question. The next thing I want to ask you guys, let's just talk about each of these four that we talked about. Let's begin with Verizon. When I mentioned this name before, you had mentioned SIM cards as the best carrier of the service, number one, some ridiculous commercials. First thing that people thought of. So, so when you say these things, like what do you mean when you say they're the best carrier of the service? Like the ridiculous commercials, like maybe expand it a little more.
I don't know, I feel like their commercials are always showing like the layout of like 48 states, and they always got like all this red coverage, and they're just trying to get advantage of it. So no matter where you go, their phones are always gonna be able to get a call.